Time for Micromax to kick us off, and it's grown again, the grid. It's great to see so many hot talents in these Sodi chassis. Dan Minto and Tyler O'Neill on the front row of the starting grid, Christian Stefanov and Jaden Sherwood on the second. James Robertson, Carl McLean, Jack Robinson and Kevin Kilbasa. And rounding out the top 10, it is Adam Turacek and the talented privateer Olivia Reynolds. Then comes Katie Donaldson and Cameron Nelson on the sixth row of the grid, Jake Grafferty and JJ Lowe from George Speechley, Jack Baker, and rounding them out, Sam Ludiyi. So here we go, up to the start, and a good launch forward as the competitors get themselves under starters' orders, in through the first turn, and up to Brian's Bends. They're going to battle away through the dogleg, and we ride on board with Tyler O'Neill in the opening stages as Dan Minto and Tyler O'Neill are going to go to battle. We're going to watch from further back to see who's going to make the first charge forward. And Dan Minto has held the lead in the early stages. Through centre one, out through the left, through centre two, up through the right. And now things are going to get a little bit spicy as the field tightens up.
James Roberts went through the line at round one first, but then got that penalty, which dropped him down a second, but he did retain the championship lead. We're on board here with Tyler O'Neill, Jaden Sherwood up the inside, and again, great 360-degree camera action from the 360 Insta camera. And that is now Tyler down a third. Dan Minto it is out front, the local man for Hunter Motorsport that has the lead, and the championship leader James Roberts struggling. That is Minto picked out.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity for Dan Minto on the team's home soil and on his home soil. He will really want to cement himself up at the front here. And look, he's already starting to gap Jaden Sherwood, but Tyler O'Neill and Christian Stefanov are not going to let him get away easily. They're going to work with Sherwood. They will basically run in a formation line to try and chip away at that advantage. Even at this level, when the kids are so young, they know how to get themselves back into a winning contention. They've worked with their teams, they've worked with their coaches. They know that even though there's such a long way still to go, the race cannot be won in these early stages. This is about getting good momentum. As on the inside, that's a lovely move from Kevin Kilbasa. He makes his bid and gets through to the inside line. And I think that's going to be a move as well from Adam Turacek as he goes for the move on the inside line. Jaden Sherwood bangs in a fastest lap, 57.067. So there is the vice champion from last year. James Roberts is up the inside. That was a nice bid from Turacek to get past Jack Robinson, but he couldn't quite make the move there. Top four still pushing away from the rest of the charging pack, but fifth down to ninth. Roberts, Kilbasa, McLean, Robinson, Turacek, all very evenly matched as Katie Donaldson is leading the charge to close up on them. And this is a very tight-knit battle. We got here from fifth place down to ninth. Goodness me, very close and even as they continue to charge forward. And look, even in the back of the field, you've got Ludiyi and Speechley going wheel to wheel. Awesome to see battles all the way down the field. Here comes Kilbasa, lines up Roberts, but he's going to get wide. And he manages to catch it. That was well saved by Kevin Kilbasa, riding the limit of giving away a position as he gains it. But you've got McLean lining up. He wants designs on sixth position.
James Roberts, championship leader, struggling today, Jake, and down another place. That's Christian Stefanov picked out. He's the man chasing the man on the onboard camera.
Kilbasa had to defend again from Roberts on the inside line there. So a big tussle. Well, we've got Nelson, Lowe and Grafferty. Those three are battling away with 12th place. Oh, mistake. McLean got two wheels on the grass, and that has cost him at least three positions. I think Donaldson managed to get through there. I'm not sure if Reynolds did as well. Well, she certainly has now. Up on the inside, and you've got to feel for Carl McLean there. So easy to run deep up at the dogleg. You carry a lot of speed through that right-hander, and I'm afraid Carl McLean now falls in behind the Argenti Motorsport machine of Olivia Reynolds, and that now puts him in 11th position. He's got a lot of work to make up again. There is the 7, that's Jake Grafferty, trying to hunt down Cameron Nelson. Great racing everywhere you look in this field, and it's growing in stature now. You look at how fast Minto and Sherwood have managed to pull clear of Tyler O'Neill and Christian Stefanov. They've suddenly just dropped them. They have plummeted like a stone to 2.6 seconds back, and now this is a two-man brawl essentially for third position. Minto's got a second on Sherwood. With about 6 minutes to go, Minto could run away and hide here.
This could be Tyler O'Neill leading the championship the way things stand. Just trying to mentally calculate the points, but Daniel Minto doing himself a lot of favours here, Jake. I know he was the driver you picked out at the beginning of the season, before the season got underway, as we have a look at the battle for 5th. He was the driver you picked out as a potential champion this season, and didn't have the best of rounds at round 1, but having a great day this afternoon on home turf, of course.
That always counts. You've got to make these opportunities, these advantages come to you. Check out this brilliant battle. Kilbasa and Roberts have been swapping positions like Billy over the last couple of laps, but now Roberts has got to try and keep Robertson behind him. No chance! Oh my goodness! What a duel between those two. Absolutely leaning on the limit. Neither of them prepared to give best. Roberts had the line on the outside. Robertson had it nice and neat on the inside, and neither one of them was going to yield. That was incredible between the two.
And Roberts here trying to hold on to the position. He's losing time on the driver in front of him, defending the position, and he's trying to defend his championship lead effectively, but I don't think he's going to do that. He won't be going out of this round as a championship leader, that's for sure. But what a great battle this is.
Kilbasa seems to have lost some positions, so he's now behind Roberts and Robinson as they continue their duel for 5th position. Race battle continues on in earnest. They come off the turn, back down the home stretch, side by side. This is going to get pretty spicy now. Robertson surely could do it on Roberts, but again, Roberts holds him around the outside. Just incredible convictions from Roberts. He hasn't got driving gloves on, he's got boxing gloves. Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough.
Look at this, you've got 8 drivers in this midfield battle here. Roberts desperately trying to hold on to 5th place, but they're queuing up behind him.
This is going all the way back to Jack Baker now in about 15th place. This is an absolute rout, and James Roberts is running out of time to hold on to his position. Riding up to the horseshoe, on board with Tyler O'Neill, Christian Stefanov. He's gaining ground all the time. This epic tussle still going from 5th position downwards. Roberts is going to lose out here. Finally, Robertson gets his man. He hunted him down into the inside apex for the first part of the horseshoe, and finally he gets his man, but I think he's not going to be the only one, because now Adam Turacek will spy an opportunity. Olivia Reynolds has been working her way beautifully through this field. She is now up to 8th place ahead of McLean and Katie Donaldson.
This is the battle for 3rd place though. We're on board here with Tyler O'Neill looking back on Christian Stefanov, and this is the battle at the front, the only battle at the front. Minto is well clear of Sherwood now, some almost 2 seconds, and Tyler O'Neill 4.6 seconds back of the leader, with Stefanov just behind. Then comes this battle for 5th place. Great battle.
Do you know, it's really hard not to be impressed with Olivia Reynolds. She is a novice in this category, don't forget, and she's up to 8th now. There goes the move from Turacek, and the door's left open. Beautiful from Olivia Reynolds. She absolutely storms in the inside. That is a great overtake as we watch Tyler O'Neill and Christian Stefanov. Right, Christian, this is it. Last lap. There's only a handful of opportunities left. What can you do to storm one up the inside on Tyler O'Neill?
Daniel Minto out front has the lead, and he also has the fastest lap, so he's going to be taking a full scoop of points this weekend. But this is the battle for the podium.
And there's only one spot on the podium to fight for, because Sherwood is 2.5 seconds off the road. These guys are just fighting because they can. It's a wonderful run to the finish for those guys. But now it looks to me as though Tyler O'Neill has done enough just to give himself the tiniest bit of gap between himself and Christian Stefanov. But Dan Minto can take a bow. This is a brilliant moment, a coming of age moment for Dan Minto. He romps to the victory, checks out from Jaden Sherwood. Excellent work from Dan Minto, and so close, Christian. You feel the pain of how close that was.
Who's going to grab 5th? I think Roberts has got 5th back, and Roberts is going to grab 5th place back. That's a good battling performance by James Roberts in the end.
That's amazing from Roberts, having lost so much ground, but you could throw a blanket over the rest. Turacek, Reynolds, McLean, Donaldson and Lowe. Epic stuff.
Well, he started on pole position and he took the checkered flag. Kart number 28, Daniel Minto, really didn't look like that was hard work for him. Once he got that lead built up, it was just a case of smooth driving. And that's what happens when you're Hunter Motorsport and this is your home track. You know the circuit so well, you almost make it look easy. Let's go and see what he had to say when we caught up with them at the podium.
Daniel, my commentary colleague Jake Sanson had you down as his tip to win the championship this season. Wasn't the best start at Wilton Mill for you, but a great result today on your home track. Just talk us through that final.
I got a good start and I just got my head down hoping that I would pull away.
And great win for you, good championship points today. Who do you want to thank for your success?
My dad, Hunter Morswa and everyone that's helped us.
Well done. Jaden, third at the first round. A lot closer battle for you today though, wasn't it? Second place. Happy with that?
I'm very happy with that result. Minter had lots of pace, but we struggled throughout the weekends because we got a DNF in the first heat, so we had to work hard throughout the rest of the weekends.
Who do you want to thank?
I want to thank my dog, my family, Hydrate Mate and Tarwood.
It was as good as we could have done because I think we had problems with the cart and that it wasn't really working and everything.
Okay, what were the main problems did you feel this weekend?
Like the back end was moving and it was like sliding out in a lot of corners.
Okay. Well, the most important thing though is you hold on to it and you get the best result you can. Third was the best result. Who do you want to thank for your success?
I want to thank Bradley on Saudi Academy.
It's been a great start to the year. These first two rounds have really given us a bit of an epic fight. Look at that. O'Neill on 3:28, Minto a point behind, James Roberts another point behind. This is going to be the closest fight in Ultimate Karting Championship this season, the way things are currently shaping up. Sherwood and Stefanov are not a million miles behind, and look at the battle between Nelson and McLean, with Donaldson, Turacek and Lowe also in contention. Brilliant.